Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and we are coming at you with another Star Citizen live stream. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, being that it's Thursday night, I'm streaming. I'm going to go ahead and move myself into our Sabres section of the Discord, and if anybody wants to join me, they can jump on with me, obviously. But we've got some people playing other games and, yeah, doing other things. So I was thinking I would jump into Star Marine tonight and see if I, see what my medal stands up. I like to do Star Marine periodically just to kind of feel how they've updated it and fixed it. To me, it's not fixed yet. I don't think it's 100% yet. I know there's people that say, oh, I love Star Marine. Star Marine is the greatest and stuff like that. And I'm like, no. Okay, loadout customization. Okay, the screen's changed slightly, but of course heads are still locked and grenades are still locked. It's not letting me choose. Oh, I thought that was weapons, but that's actually armor. Okay, so I'm going to take the dust up medium armor when it comes to outlaws, and I'm going to take the marine medium armor, and basically the loadout's going to be exactly the same. I'm going to save it. Loadout saved. Okay, not that I have any idea if that does anything to the game. Okay, then we go to multiplayer, and we're going to do last stand because I can't stand elimination. Elimination is just basically run around, shoot anybody you see. There's actually no tactical skill level at all. It's just shoot each other. Where in Last Stand, you have a little objective requirement of you have to, hack the data pad and stuff like that. So I like a little bit of strategy going on. Can't wait till Spectrum has voice chat. As soon as Spectrum has voice chat, we're dropping Discord. The only reason why we have Discord is for voice chat. And we used to have TeamSpeak, but we were paying for TeamSpeak. Discord we're not paying for. And when Spectrum comes up, we'll be using that. Plus, it'll have, not only will it have our voice chat all in one thing, but it'll have our forums. So you know what I'm going to probably do at that point? I'm going to take our engine site and and basically just get rid of it, probably. I mean, what do we need it for?
Bet they didn't like that.
Okay, I've already lost. I'm an outlaw. Yeah, and they're already at 222. What's the game? 250, right? Or is it 230? I don't even remember, but it's pretty much over. 2 minutes. I come into the game at the last minute. There's somebody right there.
Control
and I can't shoot.
Contested.
Don't let them have it.
Yeah, I couldn't shoot. Wow, that was weird.
Control point lost.
I was clicking and clicking away and nothing was happening.
Round over.
Jesus, Pete, I don't even know.
New round.
Okay, at least I can shoot this time.
Accessing control point. Control point lost.
Come on, guys. We don't even have this first control point.
Control point gained.
Got one.
That's good.
Control point lost. Control point lost.
Yeah.
Control point contested.
They're trying to take our control point.
Yeah, my bullets do nothing.
Control point lost.
I get to drop on the
Damn it, we lost
guy.
Delta.
I shoot first. He still kills me first. Bullshit. My ping's good. Oh. No, my ping's good.
Spawning.
I can tell you tried really, really hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying really, really hard. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Respawning.
Yeah, my grenade button didn't work. Wow.
Spawning.
Look at our points. Yeah, there's something going on. Stu and Jackal ZZ. Right.
Round over.
These are
Yeah,
Marines.
look at that.
See, this is
252
gonna be
to
easy. You better
15.
rack your game up or I'll rack your brain with a pipe.
Yeah, there's
We're
got
gonna hit from a
there's
different
something
angle.
up.
Get ready.
There's something up with that.
New
That's just too
It's all
big of
up
a
to you.
disparity.
Kill 'em or die trying.
I could understand like they beat us by 100 points or something, but 250 points? Come on, who's the cheater?
Control point gained.
Control point's ours.
Control point lost. Control point lost. Control point lost. Control point contested.
Don't let them have it.
Control point lost.
Alpha's gone.
Yeah, you got me in the back.
Respawning.
Yeah, why is it stuttering like that? It shouldn't be stuttering. It should be firing.
Look who decided to show up.
Control point
You
gained.
talking about me?
Bet they didn't like that.
Control point contested. Control point lost.
Bravo's gone.
They're all freaking gone.
Control point gained. Control point contested.
They're trying to take our control point.
Control point contested. Accessing control point. Spawning. Control point contested. Control point contested.
Don't let them have it.
Or what? We've already lost.
Control point lost.
Yeah, they won 3 rounds in a row.
Round over.
Hey, Dat Kid, man, what's going on? PvP, yep, that's right.
Marines win.
Yes, you
You're
can.
lucky they killed you because I want to do so much worse.
They have it set up for gamepads. They have it set up for joysticks. They have it set up for mouse and keyboard. Pretty much any way you want to play it. They still need a lot of work on Star Marine. First of all, the armor doesn't do you any. That gives you 0 advantage. It's just for looks. Doesn't give you any protection. They said the armor values would be in 2.6, but it wasn't. It's not. If it is, then it's very minimal.
Guess we're going to Station Demian.
Sure.
Some people say it's haunted. I guess that just means they won't mind if we had a few more ghosts of our own. Welcome. Welcome. Everyone here? Good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start.
Ghost them.
Control point lost. First blood.
Really?
Bet they weren't expecting that.
Control point lost.
See you down there.
Control point lost.
Yikes, really? I need some medical health. I forgot what my melee button was. I ran up to him and hit the wrong button. It's alright. I never said it was any good at this game.
Respawning.
We've got a sniper up there, or they've got a sniper? Let me see. Yeah, we've got a sniper.
Fancy another go?
Because I'm a bandit. A bandito.
Control point gained.
Really?
Got one.
Sweet. Get on the way.
Control point contested.
They're trying to take our control point.
Control point lost.
Where is he?
Bastards took Charlie.
Oh, he's dead. Just wasn't me. I couldn't leap that? Keen cast got me.
Control point lost.
Yeah.
Spawning.
I couldn't leap that? Okay, well that's something I learned. I thought I could leap over that. Thought I saw something over there. Wow, 6 to 200. We are losing our ass.
Accessing control point. Control point gained.
Delta point's ours.
Oh man. I love that. Just one shot. Pop! And that's Jackal. He's cheating. Yeah, Jackal, because this is a Jackal, I'm spectating Void. Oh, the shotgun.
Round
They beefed
over.
up the shotgun, didn't they?
Another showing like that and I'm gonna get out.
But see, look at Keen. Hey, Jackal didn't do too incredible difference. Okay, maybe not.
New round.
Maybe it was just a shotgun. But he one-shotted me, and they were trying to prevent that, I thought.
Control point lost. Control point gained.
Control point's ours.
Control point lost. Control point gained.
We got Bravo.
Whether it was a good strategy or not, it was cool. Hey, we're not doing it.
Control point contested.
We are doing.
They're trying to take our control point.
Respawning.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Control point contested.
Yeah, I can't change weapons. Okay, no problem.
Control point lost.
There's all our
You
extra
can let those
weapons.
Marines push us around like that.
Control point gained.
Bet they didn't like that.
Control point gained.
Yep, all the weapons are
Lost
gone.
control point.
Control point contested. Control point lost.
Charlie's gone.
Control point contested.
Don't let them have it.
Control point lost.
Can't go in there. Okay.
Control point gained.
Got one.
Control point contested. Control point lost.
Delta's gone.
Control point contested.
They're trying to take our control point.
Accessing control point. Control point lost. Control point gained.
We got Alpha.
Okay. Energy rifle.
Spawning.
Yeah, Kingcast knew I was right there.
Control point contested.
He's got a hack.
Control point lost.
Let's look at his
We
kills.
lost Alpha.
11. Yeah,
Round over.
that's why I don't like playing Storm. Too many people
The
using
hell?
hacks. Hey,
Gotta do
Tim.
better than that.
I'm out.
Time to mix it up. Let's go and get him from the other side.
New round.
All right. Star Marine, man, it's frustrating. Frustrating so much. So much. Yeah, there's it's hard to tell really, but there are a lot of people using hacks where you can see through the walls or you can always see the enemy where they're at, no matter where they're at. And there's some that'll let you even shoot through the walls. And sometimes it gets frustrating. Now, I understand the radar lets you know where the enemy is generally in direction and altitude and stuff. I understand that. But when you're stationary and not moving, and they're out of line of sight of you for a few seconds, you actually disappear off the radar. So for it to stay on like it did for him, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And when I look at scores, I'm not saying I'm great, because I'm not. But I don't consider myself bad. But when I see other people getting 10 to 2, like 10 kills for every 2 deaths, I have a feeling that they're using something to help them out. Oh yeah, the hurricane. Well, I was not impressed. I'm going to tell you, I'm a realist when it comes to Star Citizen. I used to be super hyped about everything that came out, and I was like, you know, salivating over every little thing because it was super exciting and stuff. I'm over ships, but I know they're trying to stick to the World War II concept, the World War II feel of the game, which, as you know, I play a lot of War Thunder. I love World War II. I play World War II miniature games. So I love World War II. So when they said hurricane, this is what I thought. I thought pretty tanky, slow, not very not very maneuverable, but kind of slow and tanky, and then having a ton of guns on it. Okay, and they even said it's going to have a ton of light guns, and that's exactly what a Hurricane has. Especially my favorite Hurricane in War Thunder is the Hurricane 2 Bravo, which has 12, that's right, count them, 12 machine guns. And it has, but they're 7mm machine guns. They're not 50 cals, they're 30 cals. Most of the British planes throughout the majority of the war used 30 caliber machine guns. They just had a lot of them, like 12. So I thought, okay, they're going to make a Hurricane, kind of like the World War II Hurricane, because they said it was going to be tanky, they said it was going to be slow, they said it was going to be fairly maneuverable, they said it was going to have a lot of size 1 guns, and that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, that's 30 cals, and yeah, that's exactly like that's like the 2B, right? So when I saw the concept art with only 6 guns on it, I was like, really? Yes, I understand that's more than a normal introductory fighter. Most introductory fighters have 3, or maybe 4, Like the Hornet originally comes with 2. The Gladius comes with 3, The hell, the Mustang has 4, right? Wings and turret. And so by going up to 6, yes, they are going with more guns. It is more guns. But darn, I was really hoping they would have like 8 to 10 or even 12 size 1 guns. That would have been gas. Would have been. Wow.
For our guests' safety, this station has been designated as an armistice zone. All weapons are currently disabled. A reminder that vehicles left unattended on launch platforms will be returned to storage.
Yeah, but I'll be watching the that's true, Tim. You're absolutely right. And again, that's only concept. That's not the actual engineers getting their hands on it, and that's not game development getting their hands on it, right? So the guys that are writing the story of the Hurricane and making it that World War II fighter with the 12 guns, they haven't got their hands on it yet, right? But I'm now familiar with the ship pipeline, and I'm intimately familiar with it actually now. The developer, the concept artist, let me back up. The developer and the engineers, they get together first, with Chris, of course, and they say, what do we need? What do we want? Why do we want it? What is it going to do? Why does someone want it over the Sabre? Or why would they want it over the Hornet? Or something like that. And you say, well, because it's got this advantage, this advantage, this advantage, right? Then game design sits down and says, okay, well, this is what it's got to have in it. It's got to have this type of engine, it's got to have this many thrusters, it's got to have this many guns, it's got to have this, and they have to be this size. And then they send that file over to the concept artist. And the concept artist uses the data that they have already determined is what it needs to do the concept art. So now, or in the last year or so, the concept art has been in line with what development and design need. And because that's the case, concept art is not going to be that far off nowadays. In the old days, hell, concept artists were given like free reign to make whatever they want, and they just picked the one that looked the coolest and then tried to work it into the game. That's not the way they're doing it now. Now that the ship pipeline is pretty much set in stone, and they know how big each gun is and how big each thruster is and all that stuff, they now have that pretty much as finite information that they can give to the concept artist, and then he can like draw around that basically. I hope he takes that funny. Oh, wait, before I, like, okay, well, hell with it. I'll just EVA over here and fall on this pad real quick. Doink. Okay. Badunk. Badunkadunk. Hey, look at that. Hey, I opened my mouth. There we go. I'm going to give you that while you go do something else. I have to check my mouse just a second. My mouse settings. Yep, they're not even set. Boom. What happened? Did my vision go moving all over the place? I guess it did. Sorry about that. And see, look at that. This is one thing I love about Star Citizen. I'm in a third person, right? Like, I could be another player walking up on my character, right? And if I get close enough and I look in his helmet, you can see my HUD elements. You can see how many health pins I have. You can see my health because I got a little man right there. You can see that we're in a no-fire zone. You can look over here and you can see that I've got 2 grenades. Yeah, you can see inside. That's as close as I can get. No, I can get closer. And look at the reflection of Port Olisar. That's actually an accurate reflection. In the past, it was all just placeholder. Okay, what happened? I need to, man, I got like grit all over my helmet. But that's cool. I mean, what other game does that? They don't do that. I mean, they give it to the player, but not to interested parties. You know what I'm saying? Damn. What's this game coming to? Okay. Okay, I had to get my mouse because I have to do this. Every time I go into the PU, I have to drop a little recruiting message for everyone to see. Not every 5 minutes, not every hour or whatever, just when I enter the PU. That way, if there's anybody on the PU and they're looking for a squadron, they can look at my information. Here's my drink. This might be a gallon. I don't even know how. What? You closed on me. Okay.
Welcome to the Port Olizar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
Okay. Might have to consider going out and stealing someone else's ship.
All arriving pilots use the designated landing areas. Launch platforms at the
Now, there was something I saw somebody else do. I was watching other videos. You know, I not only do I make my own YouTube videos and stream my own live streams, but I will watch other people's live streams just to see if they're doing something different that I'm doing, or maybe they'll clue me in. You know, that's why you're watching probably, is to see if I do something different than what you do. Maybe learn something. So I was watching this guy stream, and he got into an Aurora. Okay, no big deal. Flew around, went to a no-fly zone, pulled his gun out, all right, and then got into the ship, got into the pilot seat, and you know that when you have your gun out and you get into the pilot seat, it automatically kind of disappears and goes, it like holsters itself, and then you go into the seat. Well, when he landed on Port Olisar and he got out, his gun automatically came out. It was like, that was a mistake, because he's running around Port Olisar with his gun out. Now, he was a nice guy and never shot anybody, but I could see that happening. But I don't know if maybe he tried, because the gun didn't fire. But it was out. I mean, he could have threatened some people. Okay.
Welcome to the Port Olizar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
Okay, let's try all these screens, see if any of them work. We got 20 FPS, that's pretty good. This might be an issue where I gotta log out, log back in. Maybe get to a server that's not full. Even though now, well, we're still not on the, you know, the one world server.
This station has been designated as an armistice zone.
We're still instanced to 24 people per instance max. So, I guess I'll go outside. See if I can find a ship that somebody doesn't need. Yeah, if you guys got any questions about Star Citizen, you're interested in about anything, if you just want to talk about something like the hurricane or any of the things that are coming out tomorrow or any future day, I pretty much keep my ear to the grind, so I pretty much know everything there is to know about Star Citizen. I watch every single video, I read every single post. I would like to consider myself a fanboy. Or maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't like to consider myself. I probably am a fanboy. Unfortunately. Star Citizen's taken a lot of money from me. because this is the one game in there. Okay, there's some things I wish they would do different, but because they're doing it the way they want to do it, I'm okay with that. I'm an MMO player, not a long-time MMO player, probably from the 2000, let me think about this. 2001, 2002 is probably when I started playing MMOs. I've played a ton of MMOs. I can list, sometimes I forget all the MMOs that I've played. And somebody says, hey, did you play this MMO? And I'm like, oh yeah, I played that MMO. But let's see if I can list them. Conan. Let's do it in order of when I started playing. How about that? Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can remember back in the day. And I'm not going to consider Baldur's Gate and Daggerfall as MMOs because those are single-player games. You can play multiplayer, but those are pretty much single-player games. So let's see here. Lord of the Rings Online. Warhammer Online. City of Heroes. Champions Online. EverQuest. What's that one called? Lineage 2. Oh, what's that other one called? One with the wings. I want to say Void, but that's not it. It's Rift, or I think it is Rift. Rift, and then there's I played WoW for about a week. Dungeons & Dragons Online. Neverwinter Nights. There's another. Oh, what's that other one? The space one. The space one I didn't really dig. Not Overwatch. It's kind of a cartoony one, a lot like Overwatch, but it was. It had all the cartoony characters in space. I can't remember what it's called, but I played that one. Star or something Star. WildStar. That was it, WildStar. Yeah, I played that MMO. Yeah. So I played a lot of MMOs. There's probably a few I forgot. So when I heard about City Heroes, what am I saying? When I heard, did this thing door not just open? Okay, I'll just stand here and wait for the door to open. Hello, I'm coming in. Yeah, so when I heard about City, I keep jumping to City Heroes. That was my favorite, one of my favorite MMOs. But when I heard Star Citizen, I was like, okay, it's going to be just one of these other MMOs. Big deal, right? But then I saw what it was. It was kind of like a first-person shooter, flight sim, world exploration, first-person game. Not first-person, single-player game with multiplayer PvP elements. And I was like, man, it's got a lot of different aspects to the game that I like, and it's in a genre that I like, which is space. And it's not. Oh, I played Star Trek Online too. Yeah, and Star Wars. Wait, what was the Star Wars one I played? Galaxy? No, it wasn't Galaxies. It was Republic. Yeah. Knights. Okay, I can't seem to get a ship. This is my third place. I might have to relog. I'm gonna do it.
We advise guests, please use caution upon exiting the armistice zone, as weapons will once again become active.
Yeah, so one reason why it really drew me in is there's this pen and paper role-playing game that I play. I do a lot of gaming. I'm gonna have to tell you, I live for gaming. I do a lot of role-playing game. I do a lot of miniatures games. I do board games. Do collectible card games, and I do computer games. I do strategy games, MMOs, single player. You know, basically all of it. But there are certain games that really draw me in, and one of the role-playing games that drew me in was a game called Traveler. And Traveler and Star Citizen are like this. It's hard to tell the difference between that role-playing game that I've been playing since the 70s called Traveler and this new sci-fi MMO. They have almost all exactly the same, not exactly, there's a few things that are changed. But it was funny a couple of years ago when I was watching one of Chris Roberts' interviews. He was talking to the camera, and on the table behind him, right beside him and behind him, was a Traveler rulebook out on the table. So, you know, the similarities are just they're too coincidental, you know. There are enough differences to make it unique, but I love the fact that it's basically I get to play an MMO that is my favorite role-playing game, Traveler. Now the problem that I'm struggling with is the PvP part. I don't mind the PvP, but I don't want that to be dominant. I don't want that to be all there is in Star Citizen, and I don't think there will be. I think there's going to be a lot of me exploring planets. There's going to be a lot of me... Okay, hopefully this is a new server and I can get a ship. Because it's a new server, I'm going to drop my recruiting statement. Because I do that. And if they say, hey, you did that already, then I'll know that it's the same server. Kind of like The Expanse. I don't know, you guys probably watch The Expanse a lot. The Expanse. Oh, look at that! Boom! Drop the mic. Okay.
A reminder that vehicles left unattended on launch platforms will be returned to storage.
I got like no money.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
We advise guests, please use caution upon exiting the armistice zone, as weapons will once...
So enough about me. Let's talk about Star Citizen. Okay, I like, and I'm going to compare it. I'm going to continue on with the story because it basically, in effect, is talking about what I like about Star Citizen. The grit. In Traveler, you've got, believe it or not, you have swords, you've got shotguns, you've got rifles, you've got, you know, this things that are real. You got real weapons. Even though it's like far future, even farther than Star Citizen. Thousands of years past this. But a sword never stops killing someone, so people use it. Plus, you'll land on a planet that might be occupied by Vikings or whatever, right? And the Empire, which in Traveler they use the Empire, they have their own Empire, and in Star Citizen you have, guess what? An Empire. And it's not a bad thing, just like in Star Citizen. The Empire is not like Star Wars. You know, it's not very It's not a bad thing. It's just the form of government, and it's a good one. And it is kind of a republic. The planets govern themselves, just like in Traveler, and they have nobles like dukes and barons and things like that, just like Star Citizen. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and let's do some ICC today, just to get some quick cash. So there's grit, right? When I say grit, I mean it's not all Star Trekky or Star Wars where everybody's walking around in, I don't know, robes in space. No.
Random ship. Come in, random ship.
Yeah, there's a random ship.
Hi. Welcome to the neighborhood. Second class junior cartographer Tessa Bannister reporting in.
Hey.
I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area.
Nice.
What these little guys see, I see.
Can you see me mooning you?
Which, yes, means I can totally see you.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
All right.
Anyway,
right.
There was actually a reason to why I commed. I'm sort of not allowed to leave my post.
Oh?
Important jump point scanning and all. So, I was hoping you might be able to help me with something. If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates? Scans are saying something's there, but can't ID it.
Alrighty.
Quantum travel initiated.
Now, the one thing that they got away from in Traveler, that they got away from in Star Citizen that they have in Traveler, is it's not faster than light travel, even though it is. They call it jumping, which means you enter a warp space. They call it hyperspace, and then you exit hyperspace at your destination, a lot like Star Wars, but you don't. It's almost a finite time. So, like if I jump one solar system away, it normally takes about 6 to 7 days. Where if I jump 6 solar systems away, it'll still take 6 to 7 days. So you're always in warp for 6 to 7 days, and that's kind of a really cool mechanic for a Traveler, and it causes communication delays from the outer planets to the Emperor, because communications can go faster by being carried by a warp ship. So you could go multiple systems, 6 systems at a time, 6 jumps at a time in a week, where light would take 4 years to go one jump, because they consider a jump 1 to be like a parsec, and that's about 4 light years. So to go 6, you're looking at 24 years for that radio message to get there, where 1 week is a lot faster. So they have these things called express boats that carry messages. It's the Herald. It looks just like the Herald. Okay, and in Star Citizen they have these things called message drones and message beacons that transmit and send messages through, in this game, jump points, which are basically the same thing, except instead of letting you as a ship jump from any place in the system to the next system and forcing it to take you a week to do it, you basically have to travel to a gate and then go in and then exit the gate at the other side, probably in just a few minutes. So they have the same mechanic, it's just faster and more localized, which I'm totally okay with that.
We ain't got any problems with you right now, but stick around and it's gonna change.
Okay, then you're a Cutlass, okay.
Missile locked.
Okay, I see my lag is starting to pick up.
Run and you die, fight and you die.
Shields up.
Is it really a big mistake? See that lag pip indicator, how it's kind of stuttering? That's because my FPS is only like 16.
Missile lock.
You had your chance to run. You didn't.
Missile lock.
Does it seem like I'm wasting a lot of missiles? Guess what? I'm carrying 16 of them. That's right. My Saber's got 16 missiles.
Oh, you messed up now, Scav.
Did I?
Missile lock. Shield recharging.
I don't know if you've been counting them, but I probably used about half of them so far.
Hold still.
No, I'm not gonna hold still.
Missile lock.
Damn. What? You're shooting at me? How dare you shoot at me?
Throwing down against nine tails is never a good idea.
I know, I know.
I'll show you why.
Why? He's fast. I'll have to give him that. He's in Gladius.
You're dead.
Not today. Come on, missile. They don't like locking. Unless he's like within 5 feet of me. That's something's wrong with that.
God, I love it when people try to be heroes.
Shield
Do you?
recharging.
Must have hit me.
Oh yeah? Let's see how tough you are.
Come on, missile. See when it wanted to lock on? It was like late.
Big mistake.
Shields recharging.
I'm just gonna hold the missile button down until we get within range and see if it just launches.
Shields up.
The heat seeker, so it probably needs to get to his rear. Okay, here it comes. Come on! Do it! Do it, do it, do it! Oh, it's not gonna do it, so I'm just gonna shoot him.
You had your chance to...
Kill.
Okay. I'm lost. Damn pirates distracted me. Whoa. Let's try not hitting that rock. That's probably not a good thing. There you are. Okay, what was it? Yeah, hey, Ryza, is that right? Hey, missiles, there are like 20 different types of missiles in the game. They have different capabilities, not different types, but like different models, let's say, of the missiles. You can get more accurate missiles, more maneuverable missiles, more faster missiles. You can get radar detecting missiles, you can get image identifying missiles, you can get heat-seeking missiles. You can get size 1 missiles, which are super light. You can get all the way up to size, I think they've got size 6 missiles, maybe size 9 missiles. So there's a lot of different variety. You have to pick and choose which one you like the best, which works best for you. Some missiles suck. Some missiles are just rockets. Like you shoot them and they go perfectly straight. And there's not even that. They don't even go perfectly straight. So sometimes you just have to pick it. But a lot of times those are the types of missiles that do the most amount of damage. So like if you're fighting against a constellation or some big, huge ship, like maybe a Idris or something, you might want rockets instead. Squadron 42 is not released yet. This is still alpha of the Star Citizen persistent universe. We are still only around one planetary system right now, the Crusader system. Star Citizen, Squadron 42, we don't know if it's going to be released this year or not. Thanks, Graham. Thank you.
Fly off, civvy.
Just having fun.
This ain't your business.
But I need to get over there because that's annoying. Okay. Let's get this black box recording and let's see what happens. Whoa. Okay, so I went a little too fast.
To those who find this, know that my journey has ended. It was finding my way here that made the path worth taking.
Yikes!
I am glad that I can be part of your story too. Share it well. Safe travels.
Cockpit. Oh, what the heck? What's going on? My ship's spinning on multiple axes. Axi? Oh, now I'm stuck in my engine.
Tessa here. Appreciate you looking into that scan for me. Between me and you, I had been hoping we might discover a new life form, like a sentient rock or something.
No.
But what you found was pretty neat too.
I'm hoping that me bumping it will actually slow it down. Or all I gotta do is get by the cockpit. Just, oh, here it comes. Got it. Correct.
Aegis combat assist activated.
Yes and no. They've
Systems. Proximity
they've
alert overhead.
changed their idea on how it's going to impact
Proximity alert. Starboard. Proximity
you in
alert.
Star Citizen. I can take a minute and kind of explain it to you.
Proximity alert. Proximity alert. Deck.
Yeah. Too many proximity alerts. Let me get out of here before they
Proximity alert. Aft. Proximity.
Before I
alert.
run into something.
Starboard. Proximity alert overhead.
It's all that rubble. Yeah, I'm getting low FPS right now, like 8. Now it's up to 18, so we're okay. Let me jump out of this little asteroid field, and then I'll tell you all about the interaction between Squadron 42 and the persistent universe. They've there it is. Originally,
Bottom travel.
I can jump through those rocks.
Initiated.
Okay, let's see if I wreck. Nope. Nice. Yeah, well, you know. Who are you getting those reports from? Streamers like me? They don't know.
Well, a repeat visit.
Complete.
I should probably be less impressed by that, shouldn't I? Quick question for you. This sounds serious, right?
Let her say her thing. I don't want to talk over her. Nah, that's not
It's coming
serious.
from these coordinates. You should help if you can.
I will, because you pay me good. There we go. Okay, but I'm not going to go jump out there until I explain this to you. I'm not going to give you too big of an in-depth description, but when the game goes live, when Star Citizen is live and Squadron 42 is live and everything is live, and some new player goes, hey, let's see what kind of game I want to play, and they go, hey, there's a box of Star Citizen on the shelf, and it says it includes Squadron 42 or whatever, and they buy it and they take it home, they install it, or they go online and they download it and they get it and or whatever, and they can immediately they'll have two games. They'll immediately be able to play Squadron 42 or Star Citizen. Okay, and Star Citizen is the MMO, multiplayer, interactive universe kind of thing, right? And Squadron 42 is the single-player, story-driven, episodic storyline, a lot like Wing Commander was. But let's say I'm Joe Blow on the street, and I play Star Citizen, and I go into Star Citizen, I'm a rookie, I don't know anything about the game, I play, I enjoy myself, I have a good time, and then I say, you know what, I think I'm going to go play some Squadron 42 because I'm curious to know what that's all about. So then I load in Squadron 42, and I start from the beginning of the story, and it'll still be my character because I made that one account, right? So my named character or whatever will be going through Squadron 42, and as I go through, as I finish missions, and as I meet certain people or receive rewards or medals or something like that, the next time I log into Star Citizen, the persistent universe, I will have all that stuff on my character. So they don't have to, one doesn't have to be completed before the second one. You can actually play, you can go back and forth. But you don't get the reward or the recognition or the reputation for having done all that stuff until you actually play it and do it. So if you go through all of Squadron 42 and you finish it and then play Star Citizen, you'll have all the stuff, obviously. But if you only play through half of Squadron 42 and you play in Star Citizen, you'll still have all that, half that stuff you earned in. So it basically ports over like a, what do you call it? Like an auto save. You know, as you unlock that thing is also unlocked in the universe. I hope that explained it.
Quantum travel initiated.
Because originally it was going to be, you go through it, you finish it, you might even be able to have friends join you and play some of the boss fights multiplayer and stuff like that. They've scrapped that idea. And now you go into the, yeah. Okay. What am I doing here? Distress. Let's do a little bit of thrusting so I can try to get there before they get jumped. I'm going 645. Okay. Got my afterburner going. I should be right there. This should be it. Cut it in.
Mayday! Mayday! We are under attack! Please help!
I'm here. I'm coming. There he is.
We ain't got any problems with you right now. But stick around, and it's gonna change.
Is it?
Contact.
I didn't get any more missiles or nothing. I just went straight to the next fight. Okay, so I messed up.
Charging.
You'll take your jobs a lot more seriously than I would have thought.
Hey, there's another guy here. So, he's got his own issues. Is this a racer? It is a racer.
Big mistake.
Oh, I'm all red!
Shields recharging.
How am I all red? Oh, because the second guy brought in a bunch of fighters.
Shields up. Shields recharging.
See, I didn't even know I was taking damage. There's a saber and a cutlass out here.
Shields up.
You had your chance to run. You didn't.
Shields recharging. Flare. Shields recharging.
And some players,
Messed up now,
some players will get in, spawn the pirates, and then they will leave and let you deal with the pirates. Yeah, and I think that's what just happened. Yeah, you know, well, CIG is not giving that release date of Squadron 42 being July and September. They have not said that. And if you think that they said July and September of this year, that might have been something they said 2 years ago. Because they did say that about 2 years ago, and then they pushed it back, and then they were going to end it by the end of this year, or take it back, the end of last year, then they had to push it back.
This station has been designated as an armistice zone.
Yeah, look at that.
Tampering with weapon safety protocols is strictly forbidden.
I thought we had a... Oh, maybe the Constellation was the free fly thing going on.
A reminder that vehicles left unattended on launch platforms will be returned to storage.
I don't think I'm taking the Hornet. I'm going to wait 3 minutes, because I ain't paying it. I ain't paying it. Ain't happening. Oh, what?
For our guests' safety, this station has been designated as an armistice zone. All weapons are currently disabled.
Cool. Okay, so you saw what ships I have. I have more ships than that. I have a ton of ships more than that. They're not available to be flown at this time. So, let's do this. There is a ship called the Carrack. You can't fly the Carrack. You can't even pull it up in your hangar because they haven't even made it yet. There's a ship called the Dragonfly, which my understanding is it's finished and ready to go in the game, and they're just waiting for 3.0 to be released, or maybe 2.62, who knows, to put the Dragonfly in for everybody to have a chance to use. But it's not really a ship. It's more like a space motorcycle. And then there's... to me, I don't consider it a ship. Then there's the Saber, the Hornet, the Carrack. I don't own a Constellation. The reason why the Constellation is in my list is because I have the Carrack. But the Dragonfly should also be in there. But the reason why they give me the Merlin is because they've given the Constellation. I don't know if all that makes sense, but yeah. The Merlin. the Hornet. Notice how it says F7? It doesn't say F7A, it doesn't say F7C or F7M. It's just the F7. Oh goodness. I don't think I can have... Let's go ahead and remove that. See, normally the Saber comes with 2 missile racks, and on each of the missile racks it has 2 missiles. Well, I changed that. Bam! 16 missiles. That's right. Okay, let's get rid of you. Thought you were right here, but I guess I'm wrong. Maybe you're right there. I also have 2 gray cats. Not just one, I have 2. And one of them's camouflaged. Still waiting for the camouflage paint to actually be worth a darn. Oh, they took my camouflage paint off. Okay, we're gonna fix that. Paints. All-terrain camouflage forest. Oh, it looks better. Okay. I think they worked on it a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Got a little bit of the ambush pattern, World War II German. Nice. Okay, what I was trying to do is get the constellation in here. Nope. That might be it. Nope. That's not it. Okay, or maybe it just wasn't allowing it because there was something in the way. There it is. I'm going to try something different today. We're going to see how strong these gray cats really are. Oh, okay. Good question. Good question. Good question. Some of that is secret. Just throwing that out there. but not entirely. We are we are role playing that we are a Navy squadron, so we have what you would expect Navy UE Navy squadrons goals to be, but that's kind of on the surface, right? In the background, we've got a goal to have a base of operations, possibly on a planet or in a station or something like that. That is kind of okay. I thought we had a little disconnect. Sorry about that. What I'm trying to do is just make sure I'm under the. It doesn't look like I am yet. Under the cargo bay. That looks good. And so we are anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, protection of civilians, and but we understand that there's a cost to that in the game, right? So if I go out, let's say I'm flying from point A to point B, and I'm pretending to be a Navy pilot and saying, I'm in the Navy, right? And somebody says, help, help, I'm being assaulted by the system, or whatever. And, pirates are attacking me, I need help. Okay. Our initial thought process is, yes, we're going to come help. But there's going to be a cost for that. If I fly in and I dogfight with, let's say, a pirate, and he blows me up and kills me, I've just lost my ship. I've got to restock my ship, re-get the weapons, possibly lose one of my lives from death of a spaceman. So I'm going to have a limited number of lives. We're not going to just go do that, right? So we're going to require that the civilians that are asking for this pay our taxes, right? So we're gonna have like a fee to do that. That's kind of like a mercenary, really, technically, but we are going to play it off like we're part of the UEE Navy. We're going to have UEE Navy paint schemes, uniforms. We have rank structure already and on the website set up like UEE Navy, and kind of like World War II Navy, actually, U.S. World War II Navy. But we are also going to have explorers. We're going to have guys out going and doing exploring. We're going to have bounty hunters. We are kind of like our naval and intelligence criminal investigative unit, right? We also have what do you call it? Marines. We have Marines doing our FPS because on the Navy you would always have Marines stationed on your ships. You would also have Marines manning your turrets. And so for boarding actions, that's what our Marines are for. So we already have a Marine detachment. We have a trade and commerce detachment. They're the guys that go out and do cargo hauling, fueling supplies, repair work, salvage, mining. All that stuff is done by our trade and commerce detachment. If they need escort or whatever, they can call us because we're primarily a saber section. Primarily. Okay, so I got my gray cats underneath there. But in the long run, what our main goal right now that we can publicly discuss is we're going to get wow. Okay. All right. Shiny. Now, how's it getting the lights from the top of the hangar? Yeah, there's a little problem there. And that just, maybe I wasn't far enough forward. I thought this part opened. Okay. Let's close this thing. Okay, okay. Can I get in it? I cannot get in it. Okay. Dang it, I can't push it. Can't get in this one either? Ah, see, they jacked me up. Okay. All right, Rise, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the universe and see if I can't do ICC missions. Or maybe I'll do the investigative mission. I don't know. Let's see. Whoop, that's not the right button. What am I doing? My money didn't even change. I know I did that first mission. Oh, wait. There was one. The last thing, the one that I said was kind of like, we plan to open a manufacturing hub. That was the original goals. Things might have changed depending on the way the game is ebbing and flowing, and they're making some iterations on what you can actually do in the game. But we originally had the plan to get a original plan was to get a manufacturing hub and make consumables like missiles or ammo or something that players go through, like missiles and ammo, fuel maybe even, and we would have our merchant department running that while they're also acquiring materials needed, and then the sabers would be pretty much defense of all of that, and Marines might man, base defenses or things like that. And then our exploration team, they would be out seeking out, new types of, not income, new like mineral loads or whatever we need. Like if we need iron or if we need whatever we need, the explorers would do that. But in our role play, our explorers are basically our scouts, our reconnaissance units. They're the ones that go in. Like if we do a military style mission, they're the guys that would go in and scout it out. They would be the covert ops guys that would go in and sneak in if we have something like that. So it's a little bit of role playing as if we're Marines, but we also understand that we're not really in the Navy, and Star Citizen navies, so you got to kind of, you get the idea. So Riza, where are you from, if you're still on? Because I see some people are coming and going from the stream. If you're still on, like, where are you located? Because our squadron plays primarily, I'm going to say they play primarily no, from what I understand, there's only 2 game packages, right? There's the Aurora and the Mustang, and that's it, right? But Australia, okay, cool, because we have a couple of people in Australia as well. So, hey, I know it took me a second to piece it together, Bane, but that's okay. I got you. They got the. Yeah, that's why I asked, because there might be a problem with time zones, but we do already have a couple of people in Australia, so that would be better, because that means you guys would be on when we're not on, and then when we're on, you won't be on. So we'll have total coverage, like base defenses and stuff like that. So I actually prefer to have people spread out all over different time zones, because that way we'll always have somebody online. You know what I mean? It seems smarter. Then there are some groups that say you have to be in the Midwest or whatever, and then they all play together, sure, but then they also all log off at the same time. And so then now their base is completely devoid of anybody running around doing anything. So and then if you had somebody that wanted to team up with somebody, there would be nobody online. So I actually prefer to have people. Like, we have a guy named Grubalicious, and Atomic Derp, and who else? I'm just thinking out loud. I think those are our Australian guys. But okay. What was I saying? Oh, the packages. Yeah, you got the Aurora package and you got the Mustang package. But don't fret. Don't fret. If it just, I say pick the Mustang package or the Aurora package, and then scroll a little bit further down, and it'll say, do you want to add Squadron 42? It's only $15. So you got $40 for, or $45 for the Aurora, and then $15 for the Squadron 42. For $60, you're in the game. You've got total access to all the alpha, and also Squadron 42. You own Squadron 42, so as it comes out, you'll be getting access to that too. Then, if you decide, after you do this, you decide you don't want the Aurora. If you don't want the Aurora, all you have to do next month, 2 months down the road, never, you can just take the Aurora, put it in what's called the cross chassis upgrade. You put it in one side, and then you put the ship you really want on the right side. And as soon as you do that, this is actually a better system. It's just a little more convoluted. But once you do that, you only have to pay the difference between the Aurora, which basically is $45, and the, let's say, the Sabre. Okay, let's just say it's $145. So you pay the $100 difference, you get the Sabre, it becomes your package. You still keep lifetime insurance, Squadron 42, access to the Alpha, the game package, everything you normally got with your Aurora, you now get with your Sabre. As long as you put it in the cross chassis upgrade, your package will actually upgrade to a different type of package. But the only ones they sell are the Aurora and the Mustang packages. I know, I might have, hopefully I didn't blow your mind there. This is taking a little long to load. What is going on? Because going from the hangar to, yes, okay, Persistent Universe does take a while. It's the hangar to all the other single player maps take no time at all, because that's all part of the mega map. The Stalker, that's the Avenger Stalker. I'm going to say there's a lot of people that like that ship. There are a lot of people that like that ship. A lot of people recommend Avengers as a starter ship. One reason is it has a pretty good size cargo hold. It does have a bed. It has pretty good firepower, pretty good maneuverability. So yeah, I mean, I think the Stalker's pretty good. But not for me. And this is, none of the Avengers are for me. And the reason why, and this is a stupid reason, but I think they look stupid. That's my personal preference. I don't like a ship that looks like this. You know, That's how it looks. It flies around like that. I don't like that. I want it to be like this. I don't want it to look like this. That's, and to me, the Avenger looks like that. Because you got, like, the whole center part is curved up like that. And then you got this big fat body, and then you got this cockpit that kind of swoops down like the Concorde, you know. Then you got the gun sticking out of the bottom of the nose. The nose goes like this, and the gun sticks out like that. It just doesn't look right to me. Well, it's crooked. I originally got the Hornet originally because it was the fighter, right? But I don't like the look of the Hornet. And that's probably why they redid it. I do like the look of the new Hornet. But the old Hornet was just too much of a box with wings. It was just square, right? The new one is kind of round. It's a square, but it's rounded, and it looks more aerodynamic and stuff. So I like the new Hornet, the redo, but that's originally why I got the first Hornet, was just because it was so fun. This is taking too long. Okay. Something's going on, so I'm task managering it, and I am going to end it. And restart it. Yeah, so the I'm going to log in. So when I saw the Saber concept art back, 2 years ago or whatever it was, during the anniversary live stream, where they said, hey, we got this new ship, it's called a Saber, I was like, oh, that ship looks so cool. Why? Because it looks like a fighter ship. It looks like maybe a F-14, F-15 cross. They look like they kind of merged those two ships together. So to me, that looked more like a fighter. It looked like it would be more aerodynamic inside of an atmosphere. I knew the game had nothing to do with planetary landings. There was never going to be any in-atmosphere gameplay, but that's why I wanted it. I said, you know what? That would be cool. That's realistic. You know, if I had to land on a planet, that's why I would have those wings. And then guess what? Now we have planetary dogfighting inside atmospheres. I got lucky. The Saber's going to kick ass in an atmosphere because it's got the elevators and the ailerons and folding wings. Oh man, I'm set. And I was so happy to get it. And then when I'm playing it in the persistent universe, people are saying, well, you got the Saber because it's so overpowered. I didn't know how powerful it was going to be when I bought it. That's not why I bought it. I bought it because it looked cool. That's how I buy things, because they look cool. I don't care what they do. I don't even look at the stats. I don't even care. I don't care what the stats are. It doesn't matter to me. I'm all about the feeling. The feeling. And to me, the Avenger doesn't look cool. That's just me. But I know a lot of people like it. And that's okay, you know, because to each his own. Okay, now it's moving. What's that, an Idris? What's going on? My screens are all over the place. Okay, that's cool. My Discord went. So let's put that back where it belongs. We set in the menu. Visit spaceport. Here we go. No, Bane, don't worry about it. That's the whole reason why I'm live, is so that I can interact with my community. It's not a problem. You're not a problem. Yeah, yeah, I understand that, and I definitely get that. You want to have a ship that you can play the whole game with, and if you get a mission that says you need to carry some cargo from point A to point B, you can do that. If you get a mission that says you need to go dogfight these pirates to rescue the princess, you can do that. If you have to go exploring, you can do that. Yeah, so I definitely get that, and that's why I think a lot of people like that ship. It's because it can do so much. Now, if you buy the Saber, which costs twice as much as an Avenger, it can't do all that. It has zero cargo, right? So when I hear people say, well, that ship's overpowered, okay, one ship or the other, doesn't matter which ship, I'm like the Super Hornet. That ship's overpowered. Well, guess what? It's supposed to be. It's called an air superiority fighter for a reason, right? I don't own one. I don't want one. But when I see one, I get worried because I'm like, oh crap, that thing's got a lot of guns. It's going to kill me, right? It's got some shields on it. It's going to kill me. Not every ship should do everything. So if you got, and I hear this complaint from people that play a Mustang, right? There's this one guy, he flies a Mustang, he has a live stream, he's an asshole. He's a dick. And he says, I don't like the Saber. The Saber has to get nerfed because it kills me every time. I don't have a chance against it. Well, guess what? You're in a Mustang. That's why. It's not because you're a bad pilot, and it's not because they made the Saber overpowered. The Saber is a better dogfighter than a Mustang. Period. How much did you pay for your Mustang? 45. How much did he pay for his Saber? 175. Get over it. If you want a better fighter, get a better fighter. Upgrade your engines, upgrade your weapons. Get something other than a Mustang. You know, Mustangs are great for starters, and it's a good beginning ship, but don't stay with it. Why is it being made by Consolidated Outlands? Because they're the Yugos. They're the Yugos of space. Oh my gosh. Now, if a guy in a Hornet said, hey, this 325 is too powerful, I would get that. I would say, yeah, that's wrong, because a Hornet should win against a 325. And why do I say that? Because a Hornet was adopted by the military. And the 325 was never a military vessel, ever. It wasn't even trying to be sold to the military. So that's like saying, and we make this argument all the time and people laugh at us, that's like taking an F-16 and putting it up against a Cessna and saying the F-16 is overpowered because it shoots the Cessna down every time. Well, guess what? The Cessna's not a military vessel. Oh my gosh. Ooh, well, I'm going to say start with the Aurora and get the package, right? And then also get the Squadron 42 with it, right? Don't waste the opportunity to get Squadron 42 for only $15. Make sure you get that. Okay, so that's 60 bucks. Then you would have the account, you'd be in the game, and you would have an opportunity at that point to switch to a better ship, right? Let's take a look. and then you would put a ship here, like your Aurora, which is about this much, right? It's $10 more actually. And then you would come over here and you would find the same. The Aurora is 35, so you could do a 1-to-1 transfer. But I think with the package, yeah, you'll get whatever you get. And then so let's see here. You'd have another 60. There's the Avenger Titan. Don't get the 85X because it doesn't have a jump drive as far as I know. There's the Stalker. That's kind of what you were looking at, and I kind of get that. The Cutlass? Oh, that's $100. That's probably way too... Well, you would be able to do it, right? Or is this the price after the trade? I don't think so. I think that's... The Cutlass would be a really good choice for somebody that wants to do everything, right? See, if I take the Cutlass, see how it only is going to cost me $65? Because it took this price off of this price, and that's how much it is. But be careful when you're doing this, and understand that. And I wouldn't do upgrades. Remember to do cross chassis. I think that's, unless they changed it. Yeah, I don't see where it says cross chassis anymore. Maybe this is what they're calling it now, ship upgrades. All limited items, access passes, and insurance lists contain, buying and then applying this upgrade will transform your ship into a higher end flyable while retaining all your stuff. Yeah, so this is it, ship upgrades now. They don't call it cross chassis. So yeah, so, and the reason why I say the Cutlass Black, let's get out of this because I don't want to accidentally buy something. That would be bad. Well, I couldn't accidentally buy it. Last chance to get a Dragonfly poster. Yay. Okay. Ships. Drake. Cutlass Black. First of all, it's a multi-crew ship, so you can carry passengers, right? So you can have some friends play with you if you want. You don't have to. So you could have like somebody in the turret. You could have 2 people in the cockpit. There's even a Cutlass Black brochure you can get and take a look at. But that's the ship right there. This is the old model. My understanding is they've changed this. They've made it bigger. It's actually bigger. So now's the time to get it before they change the price. If you get it now, it will become bigger and you will have already owned it. So you won't have to pay the new price, whatever that is. It'll be a free upgrade basically for you. It's got guns. It's got, let's see, does it show anything on the inside of it? Yeah, look at this. You've got a huge cargo hold, right? It's going to be bigger. My understanding is they're getting rid of the back door. I think they're getting rid of the back door and they're putting 2 side doors. I think that's the plan. But then again, I think they might also retain the back door. No, I think they are having the back door. The back door is going to be wider because they want a Dragonfly to be able to fit inside the door. Right now, it struggles to get inside the door while in flight mode. Yeah, and this is like, you got 2-seat cockpit. There's a little passageway here. It's a really fun ship. It's kind of, and the engines aren't going to look anything like that anymore. They've said they're gonna. And remember, with anything you're saving, you can once you get a package and you start playing, you can earn what's called. And this is another thing. Let's back up a little bit. When you get your Cutlass, or not your Cutlass, when you get your Aurora, you can earn REK in the game. That's R-E-K. And that's called, R-E-K is used in something called electronic access. Electronic access it's the in-game, in-fiction game. So it's the game that people play, like Star Marine or Arena Commander, they earn REC, right? REC. And when I thought it was REK, but I guess it's REC. Because it's rental credits. And what that means is you can play a few matches of Arena Commander in your Aurora that you don't plan to keep. You just plan to sell it like as soon as you can. But do it anyway, and then go into electronic access, scroll down to where it has the Cutlass, pay your 10,000 REC, which you'll get in probably 2 or 3 matches of Arena Commander. Pay your 10,000 REC, then go back into Arena Commander and spawn in the Cutlass, because you'll be able to do that. Because when you buy something in electronic access, it allows you to use it in Arena Commander. Or even Arena Commander. So pay your 10,000, get a Cutlass, fly it around, land it, get out, walk around it, check it out, and then decide if you want to get it. And then if you do, then do the upgrade and get it. If you hate it, you think it's the worst ship in the world, then don't. And you will have saved the hassle of having to get it and then maybe cross chassis upgrade it to something different. But personally, I think the Cutlass is more of a multi-role vehicle than the Avenger. The Avenger is slightly more of a fighter than the Cutlass is. The Cutlass does have a bigger cargo hold. It is also a multi-crew, and they're getting ready to make it a bigger ship. So yeah, it's something to really consider. That's the way I would do it. I would probably get the Aurora, whichever one it is they're offering in the game packages, and then they've got more packages. I thought they only had 2 starter packages. Starter package. Okay, so you gotta be. Oh, these are Valentine's things. Hold on. This is the Squadron 42 Combine Combo Valentine's. Oh, that might be a good price right there. I was saying $60. That's $55, man. You could get the Cutlass, but that's a package. That's not a starter package. Okay, so this is a starter. The reason why I say is when I come down here, I'm going to double check because things might have changed. Okay, it has Star Citizen digital download. Okay. Okay, it's got the Star Citizen digital download. It just doesn't have Squadron 42, and then you just add Squadron 42. Add-ons. Let's see if Squadron 42 is an add-on. That's the manual. Harbinger Battlefield Upgrade Kit? What is that? Don't even know what that is. Swap out mounts on existing Vanguard to Harbinger. Okay, so basically it lets you take your Vanguard and turn it into a Harbinger. That's cool. Yeah, Squadron 42 standalone pledge is $45. Screw that. See what I'm saying? Because once you get your ship, let's say, just hypothetically, I'm going to say you get the Cutlass package, because this might be an easier way to do it without having to do the cross chassis upgrade. Let's just say I did a Cutlass package, right? Oh, it didn't ask me. See, that didn't ask me. If you buy that, you'd be screwed. Don't do it. Okay, they fucked that up, I think. Game packages. Yeah, you need a starter. This is limited. Okay, I don't care. I'm not getting that. Hold on. What is going on? End list. Okay. Carts. Yeah. What? Store. Fly now. Okay, yeah, this is the page I thought you would go to. This is the page. The Fly Now page. Store Fly Now. Because then you got the Mustang and the Aurora, right? And if you select the Aurora, it tells you what you get for only 35 bucks. That's a good price. You're getting the Aurora, you're getting a self-lend hanger, you're getting 1,000 UEC, 3 months insurance. Okay, you're getting all of that. You're getting the Star Citizen digital download. And then scroll down, add Squadron 42 to your package. Oh, they changed it. It's 20 bucks. Yeah, the price keeps going up, so the earlier you get in, the better. So then you add that. So for a total of $55, that's cheaper. Like this has gone down then. Oh, it's a Valentine's deal. See? Okay, but that's actually cheaper. That's only $55. $55 you're getting into the game. And then from here you go into the Cutlass. That's probably the one I would go with. Yeah. What? Yeah. It is multi-crew, yes. You can have someone manning the turret. You can have someone in the back seat. You do not have to have that. You can fly solo, yes. That's what you do right now. People are flying it solo right now, just flying around. But if you have someone manning the turret, okay. Otherwise, you can. I do believe, but the way it used to work is it had like 2 guns on the wings, 2 guns on the nose, and then 2 guns up on the turret. And if you were inside the ship, the only person, all the guns would fire where you want, to the front. But if you had somebody manning the turret, then they would take those 2 while you still fired your 4. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Let's see. Is Star Citizen come on yet? No, I'm still loading. Something's going on with the game tonight. One thing could be that I keep closing the launcher before it finishes. Let me stop doing that. Yeah, no worries. No worries. My pleasure. I'm actually surprised I've been on this long. Wait. That's not the password. That's my password. Oh well. Okay, now remember not to close it. Let it launch. Yeah, I've been on way too long for me. I mean, I've seen these streamers out there that do it professionally. They do it. I shouldn't say professionally, because they're not. They're the farthest from professional. But they do it full time. And when I say full time, I'm going to say 40 hours a week. You know, maybe 8 hours a day, 5 days in a row, or maybe they do it 6 hours a day, every day of the week. I don't know how they do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that. I couldn't play this game that much, and not because I don't love this game. That was fast. Okay. Maybe this is the part where I'm struggling. Okay. Yeah, I think it is. It's not that I don't love the game, and I would love to do it 8 hours a day. There's just not enough going on in the game right now for me to keep everyone entertained. There's only like 12 missions. There's 8 ICC missions. There's the DI mission. There's the that's the Cobalex Hub. There's the security guard mission, and then if you were, that's it. And then if you were a pirate, you get. Oh wait, that's not true. There's also 6 comm array missions, but so what is that? That's like 16 missions? No, that's 10, 16 missions. And then if you're a pirate, you don't get the security guard mission, you get the clear your name at the hub mission. So you get one or the other, so it still stays at 16. And if you're deactivating or activating the comm arrays, that's still the same 6 missions. So either way, you're getting a total of 16 missions. There is the Big Benny Stonehenge that you can go. Anyone ever try a Mad Catz V1 joystick? No.
Welcome to the Port Oligar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
Everything seems to be running smooth.
Selection confirmed.
Yeah, there are
Ship is
people
currently
running.
being delivered
There's
to the launch platform.
There are people running 2 joysticks. More power to them. That's all I gotta say. You just have all the power in the world. I ain't doing it. Have the 3D Pro. Love it, but don't use it. Wait, did the thing tell me 4? Oh, maybe it told me 8. I don't even know. Oh, here we go. Advertisement. I'm on a new server. New people. Always drop it. Pretty soon I'm going to tell them to go to Spectrum. Love me my saber. It looks so sweet.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green. Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
What did I say I was going to do? Something not ICC, right? Okay. Let's do... Oh, my money just skyrocketed. You know what I haven't
Thank you for getting
done?
in touch with me.
Nah.
My husband recently died aboard the Gundo Kovalex station, but the company is refusing to pay out his insurance claim because they say he was at fault.
Was he?
It's ridiculous.
Oh.
There is no way that's true. I know my husband. Darnell had his problems, but that is all in the past. I want you to go to the Kovalex station and send me evidence that my husband is innocent. But even if you find out that he isn't, you'll still get paid. I know your time is valuable, and really, I just want to know the truth. I've attached the insurance claim to get you started. Good luck. And I hope to hear from you soon, one way or another.
Complete. Quantum travel initiated.
There we go. My FPS isn't doing too shabby. It's like 18.
Quantum travel complete.
Okay, we're trespassing. I know.
This Covalex shipping hub is currently closed to the public. We apologize for the inconvenience.
No problem.
Warning. You are trespassing on Covalex private property.
What are you gonna do about it? I love the fact that I don't have a magazine sticking out of the top of my gun.
This station is currently off limits. Please vacate the area.
Hey, Darnell. It's Racine over at Corporate Ops. Give me a shout back when you clock in. Just wanted to follow up a bit on the distro issue. Talk to you in a bit. Bye. Darnell. Racine again. Still need to sync up about the power distribution problem. Where are you, man? Getting tired of waiting, Darnell. Call me.
Alright. Give the guy a rest, man. Don't constantly bugging him. Reminds me of my work. Calling me every time I just don't show up. Just play.
Hey babe, I just got the package you sent. Thanks a million for the Moby mod. It is incredible.
You're welcome.
Sorry for the noise. The crew surprised me with a shindig.
Damn right we did. Hey, Anya!
Holy
She's
shit, that's
the
Moby.
bad girl.
Oh, damn right.
How did you afford
You just
it?
wait.
Let's talk.
I'll show you.
Hey, Darnell! Hey! Darnell! Get out!
She's the one.
Come on!
Jeez, Darnell, look, just one. Maybe a sip. There we go.
Bye, Anya! Let's go. Darnell, one more.
Hey, look, I'm gonna get back to it, but let me know how your dissertation's going. Anyway, I love you and I miss you. Thank you again for the present. Bye, babe.
Hey, Race, it's Darnell.
Where the hell have you been? Your shift started 3 hours ago.
I know. Sorry. I did a breakdown of the current power flow for the station, and it's looking like I'll need to run a stress test on the whole system to see where the runoff is.
Okay. Hey, just be careful.
Will do. I'll keep a close eye on it.
Sounds good. You sure you're okay? You sound terrible.
Yeah. It was Scott's birthday last night, so we were all up a little later than we should have been.
All right. Let me know when you're finished running the test.
Will do.
This station is currently off limits. Please vacate the area.
Somebody else is here. Okay, I've got almost all the evidence. Really? What? That's what I get for pressing the wrong buttons. Threw me off. All right, here it comes.
Hey, wanted to let you know that I got the ops guy's passcode last night. Took a whole damn bottle of Esquire to do it. Talk about being able to hold your liquor. I set the routine to bypass the monitoring protocols at 1400. The crates should go through, no problem. Just be ready at the drop, alright? By the way, had to change over the security stuff. Codes attached.
Doing a lot of talking there. Almost like you're talking to yourself. Finally. You've got everything. Now let's go upload this evidence.
wanted to let you know that I got the information you sent. And if what you found is true, I owe you a very big thank you, and Kovalex owes me and my husband an apology. Thank you again. I'm uploading your payment to your account now.
Let's see how much it is. Come on, come on. Upload. How much is it? There goes my saber. Spinning out of control. A couple of Spectres. Spectre EH and Spectre SQ-117. While we're thrusting through here, let's kabam! Happy about that. Alrighty. Why do I have people on my radar? I should not have any people on my radar. Unless there's a bunch of people floating around out here, which I know there's not. What? Why is there like this big black spot on Crusader? That's weird. I've never seen that before. That looks like the shadow from Port Olisar, and there shouldn't be one. Am I gaining? Okay, I'm gaining. Luckily, it looks like it's only spinning on one primary axis. So your cockpit should pretty much be generally in the same front area. I should be able to get into it. I totally forgot to tell you to use my code too, because if you use my code, you get an extra, shoot, I think it's 5,000 UEC. When the game goes live. You don't get it in the test universe. But when the game goes live, you get like this 5,000 just bloop out of your account. So if you are getting a package, don't forget to use my code. I know, that was an hour ago. I should have told you then. Sorry. I'm glad I'm gaining only like 1 meter a second. That's good. I'm going to grab this thing and go spinning with it.
I just wanted to let you know that the information you found worked. Kovalex exonerated my husband, and the insurance company gave me the full claim. On top of all that, the advocacy was able to arrest the people that Melisowski had been working with.
Nice.
Turns out there was a reward for information leading to the smuggling ring's arrest, and I want you to have it. I cannot express how much I appreciate the hard work you did on my behalf. Made all the difference.
I'll take it.
Best of luck to you, and thanks for everything.
How much is it? How much is it? Boom. Oh, flash. Okay, 1,600. I'll take it. Nice. Alrighty. So now I want to go fix a comm array, because I haven't fixed a comm array in like a year. Probably a year. They obviously don't pay anything. They pay 1,000. Wow. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Quantum travel initiated.
Just to say, I've done it.
Quantum travel complete.
Yep, it's red. There's got to be a pirate floating around here somewhere. There's no pirates. That's a good thing. They're good.
Finally, some easy pickings.
They waited for me to get out.
System startup initiated. Establishing connection. Array function.
Yikes. No! I missed it.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Okay. Alright guys, thanks for coming out and checking out this 3-hour live stream, I guess is what I've done. I appreciate you guys checking me out and asking a bunch of questions, interacting with me. That's what really gets me going. So I'm going to be on again tomorrow night, again probably late like this. For me this is extremely late, it's 3 a.m. So I'll see you again. next time.